We're starting today off by going and hanging out with my favorite old lady. We maxed out our exploration stuff, so let's see what we got. Ooh, Seth found a lavishly decorated treasure chest. I didn't even see that last part there. Alright, what do we get? So, looks like some Peeg. 1,000, okay. What did June find for us? Magic Defense Booster Bun, okay. Then, Booster Bun MP. I'm a Box 360 got us 100 Peeg, okay. Holding out on us. And then a lavishly decorated treasure chest. What do we get? Giant JP Orb, I'll take it. Alright, there we go. Hello there, friends, and welcome back to more Bravely Default 2. Last time, we hung around Wiswald here and helped out the locals, especially Roddy. And it definitely did burn a bit of a hole in our coin purse there a little bit, but you know what? That's okay. I also went on many tangents that I'm gonna have fun editing later. Anyways, today we're going to be going to Savalon, and ideally, if my notes are correct, I should be able to finish up every side quest available right now in this city. Hopefully that it works, but if not, hey, we'll make a decent dent and stuff if we can't. So starting here in Savalon, you can see that there's only one side quest open right now. Maybe it's because it's nighttime. I know there's one in the throne room, but there really shouldn't be anything too crazy for us here today. Pretty relaxing episode. Let's go ahead and say hi to whoever this guy is. They are despicable, unforgivable. I will never forgive those fiends for this injustice as long as I live. I demand vengeance. Please, I beg of you. You must do this for me. Those killer ants must die. Antipathy. Huh, I get it. Get a brave suit for that. We have to kill 30 killer ants. Whew, okay. Let me make sure that I'm not missing any other side quests in, like, the gambling hall. Hopefully not. Yeah, it might be locked to daytime, actually. I haven't checked that part of my notes yet. Hello? Ah, there we are. What do you have to say? Spell blossoms shall see my dream fulfilled. Man, why are the people of Savalon so nefarious right now? The power of flowers. You seem suitably servile, and so I order you to do my bidding. Bring me some spell blossoms forthwith. Once I have them, my future is assured. You only need 2 spell blossoms for this quest. I've got 17 of them. Here you go. Ah, my most marvelous minion. You've excelled yourself. Truly you have. Now I have spell blossoms I crave. All I need now is to hand them to Prince Pollux, and he shall be helpless to resist my charms. How do I know? Well, spell blossoms were prescribed in this week's horoscope as a surefire solution to all one's romantic troubles. Good luck with that, I guess. That's quest 66. We just did order 66. Nice. Anyways, let's go kill these killer ants, and then I guess we should probably check up on Prince Pollux to make sure he's not under some kind of spell. Killer ants can be found all over the overworld. I mentioned earlier, a long time ago now, that they were actually a very good source of EXP and JP farming if you were trying to do that in Chapter 1. Especially if you have insect nectars, because then you can attract multiple of them at the same time. And because a lot of these ants usually spawn in with a lot of buddies, not in this case, there's actually scenarios where you can fight 6 of them in one round. We are gonna be perfectly okay. We'll be able to get this quest done no time, no problem. Let's go ahead and use Mowdown here. We have more than enough damage to be able to take them down. Actually, I could probably just start spamming attacks with these support characters and be okay here. With that one fight, we got 9 of our 30 killer ants killed. If I can find a group of them just all lined up, we'll be able to make better work of this. Let's go ahead and put on Beastmaster stuff for Glory as well, since she'll do some decent damage at least. Come on. The camera angle's a little rough here. It's kind of difficult to see what you're looking at. I can't attract this ant, maybe? Follow me in here, buddy. And then this guy follows me. There we go. I don't care if I get back attacked. After that round, 16 ants are down. They're starting to slowly spawn in more. Coming to see, like, hey, what happened to Gerald? Oh, he just got murdered by 4 people, just going around murdering our kind. Aha, there's the group of 6 I was waiting for. This will definitely seal the deal in this quest for us.
Okay, what's the plan?
Double? Okay. I'll take it. They brought out the army. Oh my gosh! So many! Yeah, with all of those ants and an extra wiki kill, we got a lot of stuff right there. Pretty much a better spoils than like certain boss fights even. Let's go turn this stuff in. Make sure you are set to nighttime, otherwise this little kid who wants those ants dead will not show up. It's mentioned in the quest here. It's one of those, you know? Let's go ahead and talk to him, give myself a brave suit, which is a very good item. You did it? Praise be! Vengeance is mine! May this be the last time a killer ant ever eats a delicious slice of cake that someone has set aside for their afternoon tea. Oh man, kids these days, they grow up so fast. They start, you know, mass murder sprees because their slice of cake got stolen. It seems like that'd be a plot to a Kirby game. Oh yeah, no, that's the Squeak Squad. It took me a second. Okay, so the Brave Suit. Where are you? There you are. A unique outfit that literally emits an air of courage. When you have this equipped, you will get a +1 BP at the start of battle for whoever has this worn. Really, really good item. We can get a few of these Brave Suits throughout the game, and man, are they good. We're gonna go ahead and put this on Seth for right now, as we want him to go ahead and apply a elemental blade, and then you probably use that extra BP to heal himself. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this over to daytime real quick by using the inn, just to see if there's any more quests that we need to do. Hey, Prince Pollux, you got a mission for me? Yes, you do.
And that concludes our report. We are pleased to announce that the restoration of the city is proceeding ahead of schedule.
It certainly seems so. Though we must not grow complacent. Everything must be done to ensure the people of Savalon can resume their former lives without delay.
Yes, Your Majesty.
You seem pretty busy.
Oh, I merely issue the orders. It is those carrying out the work who have the difficult job.
I admire your humility, Your Majesty. But I doubt it's as simple as you make it sound.
Several knotty issues remain, but I shall not rest until all have been resolved. We are getting there, one day at a time.
Your Majesty, there... Oh, forgive me. May I make an urgent report?
At ease, soldier. Please, continue.
We have ascertained the cause of the drying of the city wells, Your Majesty. The water level of the cavern which supplies them is dangerously low.
The problem lies at the source, then. Perhaps we should have done more to prepare before the waters receded. Very well. Water from the palace wells must be distributed among the people. Prioritize those who have been in need the longest.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Did your water supply always dry up like this?
No. Since His Majesty, the King of Musa, helped us to overhaul the underground waterway system, not so much as a single well has failed us.
How about further back than that? Could there be a record of something?
Ah, I see what you are intimating. Yes, let us inquire with Drummond. He is sure to have some pertinent information.
I'll go talk to him. You've clearly got enough on your plate as it is.
There we go, to be a king. City wells are drying up. There must be an issue at the source, though it is unclear what it could be. Could you go down to Drummond's cell and see what he has to say on the subject? We get Giant's armor for this. Yeah, sure. I'm down to go and say hi to Drummond. A underrated character in my personal opinion, even if he isn't really in the story all that much. He has a few side quests dedicated to him, though. Alright, let's go say hi to him. Inside the prison, our buddy awaits us. Where are you? That's right, you're in the farthest cell.
Oh, it is you. And what brings you to the dungeons?
There's something I need to ask you about.
The wells are drying up, you say?
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Not that I recall. No, there was one time. Long ago, when I was but a boy. There will be a record of it in the palace. Search the bookshelves. It should be there somewhere.
Okay. Thanks, Drummond.
Well, that was easy. Thankfully, Drummond has that stuff memorized. Time to go back to the palace and check out the bookshelves. Back here at the palace, if we go over to the balcony area, we have a library we can check out.
This must be it. Yep, it's just like Drummond said. The wells have dried up before. Looks like it was caused by monsters. They destroyed the old waterways, which meant the water leaked away before it could reach the wells. I wonder if that's what's happening this time too. Guess we'd better head down there and take a look.
Classic monsters always get in the way. I guess you can see where this story's going. But, time to go down to the well, I guess. I doubt we'll need Prince Pollux's permission to do all of this ourselves. Besides, he's busy. Let's just go kill these guys and be done with it. Let's see here. How far do we actually have to go? I don't remember. Oh, not very far at all.
Looks like we found our culprits.
Huh. 6 of these guys? Really? They were able to destroy the waterways? I mean, I guess maybe since they're like goo, maybe they clog up the pipes or something themselves? I don't really see how they could break it. Holy crap, they're much stronger. Oh, I forgot about that. I was just ready to go in here and be like, this'll be easy. I don't need to do any of this stuff. No? Okay, Alright, yeah, exactly, Adele. Now you made me mad. Alright, that surprised me a little bit. Okay, alright, we're gonna play this a little safer then. Unfortunately, because there's 6 of them, I doubt I can sweep them all in one go with like a level slash or whatnot, since that's what I was planning on doing. So instead, we're gonna do a level slash here, and then I'm just gonna heal myself, because I'm gonna need it. Level slash, heal up. Okay, that did some damage to some of them. I should be able to do some earth magic here with Adele and really lay it on them, but we're gonna have to wait on that, I think. The passive healing is definitely coming in handy. Let's go ahead and use Disaster here on... Let's see if we can't kill some of these guys. I want less enemies on the field. And let's send another one to this Jello Plan. Okay, yeah, that easily instant kills them. Perfect. Okay, 2 of them are down. That's less stuff for us to worry about. We can then use another level slash here. And then I think we're gonna do minus strike on something. Let's try like the 12,000 HP one. There we go. Do some decent damage here. And then we can use... There we go. We can use Widen Area here to do an X potion. There we go. Top everyone else off. And then let's use another BP tonic on Seth. Use up a lot of our peak here. Not really like it's gonna go to much use anywhere else right now. And then let's see if we can't use Indefensible Teal and just put everyone in the negative when it comes to magic defense. Because we're just gonna have Adele go crazy here in a second. Let's do 2 level slashes, try to wipe out at least 1 more of them. And then we have these guys. Okay. Disaster time! I don't think I actually have enough MP to finish that, but really okay. There we go. Not too bad. There we go, maxed out Pictomancer on Elvis.
Phew. Doesn't look like the waterway is damaged this time. Let's go tell the prince.
Yeah, was a little bit more difficult than I was expecting it to be, but yeah, we put up a good fight. Let's go back. Let's go ahead and move Elvis over to Arcanist as well. In terms of what sub-job I'm gonna give him, that's an interesting question. I think I might go with... Let's do Red Mage for right now. That way we can at least have healing options too. Hey there, Prince Pollux! We took care of your problem there.
So, the creatures were blocking the flow of water, but the waterway itself remains intact. We must take immediate steps to ensure that this does not happen in the future. Thank you for resolving this matter so quickly. Hopefully the wells will soon be full again.
Oh, it's Drummond you need to thank, really.
Drought. It is one of the greatest threats to our way of life, and one which consumed my brother. He thought he had found the solution at last.
You must assist me, Pollux. This is the opportunity we have been waiting for. The opportunity to change our kingdom's fortunes forever.
But an inexhaustible supply of water, Castor? Surely such a thing is too good to be true. And the thought of having to invade another kingdom in order to acquire it? Well,
You care more about other kingdoms than your own? Is that it?
of course not. That is not what I mean, and you know it.
Then what do you mean? I, for one, would do anything for our kingdom. Anything. Up to and including the invasion of another. The shortage of water has held our people, our land, back for too many years. This must end.
And it will. We have new waterways, and soon we will find new sources to tap.
Soon? Not soon enough. The waterways barely sustain us. And what if something were to happen to them before your precious plans bear fruit? How can you and Father not see? It is not enough to plan for the future. We must help ourselves in the here and now. If we do not, there may be no future. I mean to aid the living, breathing citizens of Savalon, not those who may never come.
But Castor!
Enough! I can see that you and Father will never agree with me.
I thought my brother reckless and hot-headed. I refused to support his plan. And so he threw me into a jail cell. I understood his desperation to save those living in the here and now. He could not reconcile himself with our father's belief that, though his people suffered hardship now, their future would be one of plenty.
So did you...
No. I understood, but I did not agree. I was of the same mind as my father. Castor could not trust that the golden future we envisaged would come to pass. I have since begun to wonder if we trusted too much in it ourselves. And so, though others may deem him to have been dangerously misguided, I now see the wisdom in my brother's words. Yes, the future is important, but it must be reached one step at a time, and not at the expense of those living in the present. It is a balancing act, and not an easy one. But this is the challenge I have undertaken, and I intend to see it through.
So you're gonna see that both their dreams come true?
Yes. Yes, I suppose I am. And I shall not rest until I have succeeded.
Well, that's what it means to be a king. There we go, we got a party chat as well. It's nice to see that Pollux is taking this stuff seriously. In good hands. It seems the wells are back to normal since we defeated those creatures. Good, I hate fighting those weird, shapeless things. I mean, yeah, you took out most of them. I am far from fond of them myself. Still, if that's what it takes to keep the water flowing in Savalon, it's not such a big price to pay. And until the city's back on its feet, every little helps. Aye, might be a while yet too. Prince Pollux has got quite a job on his hands. Yeah, but you know what? He's taken to this better than I thought he would. I think he's got this. The soldiers seem to like him too. He's quite the dashing young ruler. Well, if he can get the rest of the kingdom on board, they'll have everything sorted before we know it. I have to say, when I first saw Prince Pollux, I didn't think he'd have so much, well, substance, I guess. Well, he is certainly taking his father and brother's last wishes very seriously. Yeah, and I'm sure he'll find a way to balance both of their dreams. Savalon's in good hands. I think I agree. But let's see here. I know there's something else I want to do here today. I mean, there's the fact that I do want to talk about one of the jobs we haven't talked about yet, which is Arcanists. Okay, let's talk about their specialty, All In. Applying attack spells to multiple targets does not reduce the damage inflicted, but does cause them to target the user. This is a big thing why I decided to pick Red Mage as a sub-job instead, because there isn't multi-target on this sub-job, meaning I don't have to worry about the damage coming back at me. And then the special ability is Black Mass. Strike all enemies with a powerful darkness-imbued magical attack with a bonus effect of restorative power plus 50%, which is very, interesting, I guess. I wasn't expecting Arcanist to have the restorative power boost. Anyways, the level 1 ability is Dark. Perform an dark magic on all targets, on a target or all targets. Again, you have to worry about the all-in specialty, which means that dark damage will hit the user. Well, I mean, what is it? Yeah, it does cause them to hit targets, so you will have to worry about that. So if you are going to use Dark, make sure you have some kind of Dark immunity, so you don't take extra damage. And this Ardor, perform magic attack on ally and foe alike that combines the power, fire, and water. Ice Fire Shields make this very easy to avoid damage for your team. And it's kind of a constant with the Arcanist's abilities, is I am going to hit everyone on the field, not just the enemies. So you have to plan around that. That's why I kind of tend to use Arcanist more as a stat stick, since they have a very high MP pool and magic attack. And so we can use them as a way of dealing heavy damage without needing to worry about taking damage ourselves. I think there should be a way we can get new items here. There's a new... Okay, so now you can buy Ice Fire Shields in shops now, which is very good. There's also the Blessing Shield, a shield that grants good fortune to those victorious in battle. We can use Cura if you use it as an item. Decent. You can buy those caps that we got in that Frosty Forest and the Dragon Skin Headscarf. Silence and Confusion immunity is really good. Let's go ahead and buy one of those. And then... is that it? No, we get the Minerva Bustier, a daring item of magic-enhancing upperwear once worn by a mighty goddess. Dark resistance right there. Perfect. Let's go ahead and grab one of these as well. And that's it for those. Do we have the remaining talismans? We do not. Maybe it's in Holograd. I haven't gone there yet. We do have the Snappy Sash, slowness immunity. I don't really know if I really want to get that, though. New weapons as well. Amino Kagayumi for the bows. I don't think anyone is going to be using bows anytime soon, so we're going to hold off on that. Amino Sakahoko. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, it looks like it. Element is Earth. And it's a spear. I think I am going to buy this, since Gloria is using spears right now. The Forester. That's a very good name. Legendary axe capable of felling even Yggdrasil itself. It's effective against plant monsters. Very good. We'll hold off on that for right now. And then Amino Murakumo for the swords. It's effective against spirit monsters. We are still using swords, so we'll go ahead and purchase one of these. And then Yatagarasu for daggers. It is extra attack, so we'll go ahead and grab one of these, since Phantom's going to be a commonly used job for us. Let's also go ahead and cap out on our magnifying glasses again. I was not expecting to run out of those as early as I did. Buy an extra X potion. We can also buy elixirs now, which will fully restore a target's HP and MP. If you use Widen Area with Salve Maker with these elixirs, it spreads a max HP and MP heal to everyone. Very, very good item. I just realized that spears are E rank on Salve Maker, and so I should probably give her something else. Let's go ahead and give her Yatagarasu for right now. If I remember correctly, there actually is one more side quest for us here today, and it is in the dungeons. Coming back to say hi to Dramid, he has a side quest for us now.
Greetings, and thank you once again for your aid in unmasking the assassin who hid amongst us.
Oh, I didn't really do a whole lot. It was more of a team effort.
The entire sorry affair was the inevitable result of our having allowed a dark truth to fester for too long. Throughout the history of Savalon, there have existed certain individuals possessed of secret powers. Individuals known as shadows.
You mean people like Marla? Yeah, disguising yourself as someone else is a pretty impressive trick.
Indeed. And the use of such a trick for nefarious ends was inevitable, given the grievance that was allowed to remain unaddressed. I would ask for your aid in resolving this matter. There is a diary that I would like you to retrieve. I hid it in an abandoned mansion to keep it from prying eyes. It contains the writings of the shadows themselves.
Say no more. We're on it.
A message from the shadows. I would like you to retrieve a certain diary that I hid in an abandoned mansion in order to keep it from prying eyes. It'll cast a light on Savalon's past, and perhaps allow us to think about our future. We get a holy dagger for that as well. Nice. Yeah, I think you guys know exactly where we're going if you've been following along. It's time for us to finally go back there. It's been a while. Okay, before going off and dealing with this whole book thing, we need to make a little bit of preparations. First things first, make sure everyone has a Sands of Time equipped. This is going to be pretty important. I've also decided to give in and set up a dark resistance and dark immunity now on Elvis here. That way we can actually use the Arcanist's abilities. I was kind of thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, screw it. Let's just at least try to give this job some spotlight. I was talking about it earlier, and I should probably follow up on what I'm saying. Because of this, I'm also going to go ahead and boost him a little bit. with some JP orbs. I should have a large one from that mission. I have a giant JP orb. I don't think I need that. Let's just use a large JP orb, get a level 5. That should give him at least Darkra, and that should be enough. Let's get him to level 6, actually. There we go. Get a Spear. I believe that allows him to drain magic. And we'll go over what his other abilities do at a later time. So if you don't remember, our location is actually the abandoned mansion to the far northeast of Savalon, where we took down the Amphora, trying to look for something very valuable. Now actually, I didn't mention this when we were there the first time around, but Amphoras are actually a type of container that have artistic drawings or scriptures written on them. I believe it is a Greek thing, but they were considered to be incredibly valuable. If I remember correctly, they were also used as a means to... They were kind of like grave markers used in funerals. So the fact that we fought a literal spirit inside of one of those things means that I guess we could say that we desecrated someone's ashes? We were literally fighting someone's spirit inside of that Amphora man, English is hard today. Amphora urn, that's what I'm trying to say, but... You know, this is what I get for recording at 5 in the morning. I'm going to sleep after this. But first things first, we've got more important things to worry about than my sleep schedule. Right over here should be what we're looking for. And yes, it is. Unfortunately, something is guarding that. Yep, make sure you're prepared. Here we go. No cutscene. We're straight into the fight.
We're in for a real battle here.
He just kind of rolled in, popped out of nowhere. That is Honir. Now, he has access to Stopka right there. That's what the benefit of the Sands of Time is for. That is kind of his most annoying ability, done and dusted right there, so we don't really need to worry about that too much. Let's go ahead and examine this guy. Honir is weak to Darkness and Daggers. You know what that means. If you have Phantom, oh boy. He's also susceptible to poison, so you can use Milk Poison to just completely rip this guy apart. However, unfortunately, he's resistant to Earth and Wind, meaning Red Mage is kind of rough here. So we're going to be utilizing Darkra and Seth to do most of our damage here. Hopefully Banish also works, but I don't know you just yet.
What's the plan?
We'll find out in a second. Let's go ahead and set up an Onyx Blade here, our Dark base attack, and then we'll use Spirit Search. There we go. Heal ourselves up a little bit. And then we have Onyx Blades going up on him. Alright, let's go ahead and default here. There's the attack. Obviously, he's defaulting, so it does less damage. And honestly, we shouldn't have to worry about too much. This guy just has a ton of HP. Let's go and speed these up. His Stopka is not going to do anything. It's a waste of a turn. Unfortunately, our Onyx Blade missed right there. You know how it is sometimes. Let's actually go ahead and default here. Let's build ourselves up. And because we're now immune to dark damage with Elvis, and he has a rod that does 30% more dark damage, we can sit here and use Necromancy and just cast Darkra on this guy. Here we go. Spam that a little bit. Doesn't really do too much damage. He can counter magic attacks with Veilga, which is very frustrating, but we shouldn't have to worry about that too much, ideally. Heal ourselves up. And honestly, we're not doing a lot of damage, but there's really not much I can do about that. Let's see if Banish... Let's go ahead and use Healthbringer here, and then let's see if Banishka does a lot of damage or not. No, he absorbs light. I don't like that. Okay, so I went ahead and reset the fight and swapped some things around because I just really wasn't satisfied with how much damage I was doing, and also the fact that I completely forgot this guy was immune to absorbed light damage, and so Adele just wasn't really doing much. I also have Gloria on Spirit Master here, so that we can get use of the In Spirit specialty to give us a lot of passive buffs and healing, and also to potentially remove stuff if we need to as well. But I can also remove any debuffs that the boss puts on us or on himself with Purge and Spare 1. So there we go. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. Go ahead and set some Onyx Blades going. Oh, it missed. Okay, well, at least it'll still apply, which is very good for me. Let's just use Body Slam to get Gloria's BP back down. Go ahead and compound ourselves a Poison Bomb. Alright, he's gonna be going on the offense here pretty soon. I can already feel it. Let's go ahead and default here. Please don't kill Adele. She's killing Adele. Okay, oh, double kill. Okay, that's a little frustrating. But we can just get them up, it'll be okay. There we go. There we go. And let's go crazy. Milk poison time. Unfortunately, with this guy, there's a good chance that he can counter with a attack lowering debuff, so we need to be pretty careful here. Some decent damage. Okay, we're at 1300 HP, finally. Alright, Seth, come on. Take him down. There we go. Holy crap, that took a lot longer than I wanted it to. Oh my god. Woo! We got him, though. We got him. Got a book here. Maya's Diary. When my beloved father told me the truth, I could scarcely believe it. To think that our family harbored such a secret. He informed me that we were charged with a special mission, one we had long carried out for the sake of our kingdom. Unbeknownst to the outside world, we had successfully prevented any number of crises that could have consumed the land. Our forebears may have stained their hands with blood, but it was always for the greater good. Those were my father's words. He sought my forgiveness for having forced this burden upon me, but in truth I did not resent it. What I felt was a powerful bond with all those who had gone before me. I was glad. But when the kingdom we had served so long fell on hard times, that wretch Bernard was welcomed, and my father murdered. I despised them all, hypocrites, traitors. I despised them for using our family when it suited them, then discarding us. I despised them for not protecting my father, a man who lived to serve this realm. I despise everything about this accursed place. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it! I burn with this desire for vengeance. Alas, it is not yet time, but there will come a day when they will pay for what they have done. Until then, I will remain concealed. I will use the arts of deception my father schooled me in, and I will discard the name I was born with. I am no longer Maya. I have no use for her now. I need only bide my time. So that's our backstory from Marla there. Let's go ahead and send us back to our good old buddy. Hey there, Dromed. We've got your book. Hopefully you don't mind that we read it, though.
Well, did you find it?
I think so. This is it, right?
Yes, this is it. It was placed in my chambers by an unknown hand after Lord Lupus's untimely demise. I now believe that it was put there by Maya. Tell me, what did you feel when you read the words written herein?
I guess I felt, I don't know, a strong desire for revenge.
Yes, that is certainly a sentiment present in the text. But personally, I feel something else more strongly. A sense of duty to a father gone too soon. A fierce and unstinting love. What else could have driven a bitterness so profound, so all-consuming? It is the great shame of my tenure as record-keeper that certain events occurring in the shadows were allowed to remain unwritten. It is no exaggeration to say that this omission was the cause of all that befell us. I am fully aware that no amount of hand-wringing will help us at this late stage. And yet...
Whoa.
Come, Dromed. You have suffered enough. Stop punishing yourself and return to us. If for no other reason than your health, such confinement cannot be good for you.
Thank you for your kind words, Lady Siglos. But my crimes are grave and many. I failed to stop Prince Castor. I was complicit in the concealment of King Orion's death. I must take responsibility for our nation's subsequent descent into chaos. I would argue that my imprisonment is, if anything, not nearly punishment enough for my crimes.
Then why remain here? Why not take up your pen again for the sake of the realm? Write of the lies that were propagated, the truths that were concealed. The servants of the realm whose names were blackened needlessly.
Of whom exactly do you speak?
And if you cannot, perhaps you might at least have the decency to end this farce.
What? Lady Cygnus! Of course. Now I understand. When she spoke of those whose names were blackened needlessly, of truths that were concealed, I see now what she meant. She was right. I must take up my pen again. That which was hidden must be recorded.
Does that mean you're coming out of your cell?
No. My debt to society is far from paid, but I will do what I am able to from behind these bars. I will not be needing this. Here, there will be no easy way out for me. The path I walk is a harder one. But in walking it, in setting down this great weight, perhaps I might begin to serve the realm again.
And thus, Dromed's story comes to an end, getting us a holy dagger, and yeah, he gets us help serve the kingdom once again, in his own way, of course. One last party chat for the road. Dromed's on the case. It's crazy to think that Marla murdered those elders out of duty to her father. Aye, and none of it would have happened if he had not got caught up in the whole mess. Poor fellow. It's a tragedy, right enough. So she wanted revenge on the nation that framed her father and drove him to his death. And who would blame her? He was all she had left after her mom died. And she clearly idolized him, judging by that diary of hers. They'd probably had a nice, happy life together if it hadn't been for the rotters who set him up. At least the existence of this diary provides a means by which Lupus's reputation can be restored. Yeah, I'm glad Dromed's on the case. I'm sure he'll set this record straight. He will. He takes his duties very seriously indeed. And so he should. People's fates depend on it, not to mention the kingdom's. Aye, it just goes to show how important it is to keep accurate records, eh? Mind you, my own record when it comes to keeping a diary is 3 days. Oh, come on, you gotta try harder than that. Aim for 10 days at least. No, a year, surely. It is at least then that can be expected. Well, we have a nice little conclusion to that story. Next time on Bravely Default 2, now that everything's done here in Savalon, I guess we can go ahead and wrap up a few extra side things across Wiswald, Rheimdall, and I believe Halcyonia as well. Holograd has a lot of quests for us, but there's so much there that I think that deserves its whole other episode later on. So, with that said, I'll see you soon.